नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिल करीम अम्मा बाद फ़अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम। Assalamu alaikum, my name is Engineer Farhan Tanveer and today I am going to present before you the topic CCNA 200-301 new certification introduction. Basically, this certification has come into effect after 24th February 2020. So all the new CCNA exams will be according to the syllabus of CCNA 200-301 certification. Before this, there was 10 different disciplines in which one can do CCNA, and these 10 different certifications are listed as here. So the old tracks of CCNA were CCDA, or you do CCNA in security, the most famous routing and switching CCNA, then industrial, cyber operations, service provider, wireless, cloud, collaboration and data center. So these were 10 different tracks of CCNA that were in the market before this new certification of 200-301. But now what has happened is that Cisco has dismissed or retired all these 10 tracks, and these all 10 tracks have been combined together and they have been introduced now as CCNA 200-301 certification. So you can say that the new certification of CCNA is basically composite of all these 10 tracks. Some tracks are having more weightage as compared to the other tracks. So in these 10 tracks you can see that we have the routing and switching track. So this is the major part of our new certification. Before CCNA 200-301 there was the certification CCNA 200-125, but that is no longer valid. So now you have to focus on all these 10 different topics that are being combined together in the new certification of CCNA. So what we have to do in this video is to get an idea of the new examination and the new examination topics and the new examination style questions. So before going to our exam topics or the exam pattern, we have to consider the fact that one has to register before giving the CCNA certification exam. So what is the procedure of basically enrolling yourself for the CCNA examination? So that procedure is written over here. So how do you get certified is basically you have to first make an account on Pearson VUE. So the web URL is basically home.pearsonvue.com. So you have to first go to this website and you have to first make a login, or if you have already a login credential then you have to just simply log in it, or otherwise you have to make an account for it. So after making the account, then you have to register and pay for the examination. You have to ask the Pearson about the exam date and the data and the exam center where you have to give your examination. So after these two things, that is first to register yourself for Pearson VUE, and then you have to register yourself for the examination. Then you have to give your examination, and the examination is basically 2 hours long, or you can say that 120 minutes, and there will be nearly 120 questions, and the total examination marks are 1000 marks, and out of 1000 marks you have to score 825 marks to get your certification cleared. So before leaving the test center, after the examination is over, then you will be told that whether you have cleared your examination or you are failed. So basically this is the whole process of how to get registered and how to take the examination of CCNA 200-301. And this process is quite similar to the previous certification examination. So now we are moving to the test pattern. What is the test pattern of the CCNA examination? So the test pattern comprises of, first you have the MCQs, multiple choice questions, and the multiple choice questions are also of two types. One is the type that you have a multiple choice question and then you have to select only one option that is listed over there. in the question. And the other thing is that you have a multiple choice question and you have to select any two or select any three, this type of question. So multiple choice questions are also of two types, that is single answer question or the multiple answer question. Then secondly, you have the testlet. What is a testlet? Testlet is basically a scenario. A scenario is given to you, and then referring to that scenario, you have been provided with some questions, and you have to answer those questions, all referring to the single testlet or all referring to the single scenario. So testlet is basically a scenario in which you have multiple questions related to that scenario that you have to answer. Third is the drag and drop. Drag and drop is basically what type of, for example, if you have a PC and you have another PC, then there is an empty box between those two PCs, and it is asked to you that what type of cable is to be used between these two PCs, or in order to connect two different devices, what type of network equipment you have to use over there. So you have given different answers, and you have to drag and drop the proper option that is given to you. Okay, so drag and drop is basically a type of hardware type question. Secondly, hardware type, and as well as that may also be related to some theoretical question also. So the fourth one is the simulated lab. What is a simulated lab? In simulated lab you have basically network topology, and in network topology you have different devices, and you can access those different devices, CLI, command line interface, and then entering into the CLI, then you can you have to troubleshoot the devices, what is the problem with their configuration, etc. So that is basically a troubleshooting scenario in which you have a simulated lab, access the device and then check its configuration, what are the flaws, and then you have to rectify those flaws. Okay, so last one is the simulate. Simulate is basically a combination of simulated lab and the testlet. In simulate you have testlet type of lab, and the lab is given to you, and then you have to provide you have to configure, or you have to answer the questions according to that scenario or to that lab. So these are basically the 5 different types of questions that come in the CCNA certification, and this certification I have already told you that there will be in the paper around 120 questions and 120 minutes to answer them, and then you have to answer those questions, and if you clear the examination, then they will tell you before leaving the test center that you are passed or failed. Okay, so now we are moving to the topics that are included in our new certification and also their weightage in the paper. Now moving to the contents of the new examination and the new syllabus of CCNA 200-301. Then you have first of all the topics related to network fundamentals. Network fundamentals make up 20% of the whole CCNA examination. Then second is the network access, that is also of 20%. Then IP connectivity is of 25% weightage. IP services have 10% weightage. Security fundamentals have 15% weightage, and automation and programmability have 10% of weightage. So basically in network fundamentals, what you have to study, the different layers of the OSI reference model, the TCP IP model, how the layers work together. Plus in this network fundamentals you have to study about what is the difference between TCP and UDP, exploring the layers and exploring the network devices, etc. and etc. Then we come to the network access. Basically network access is related to all about switching, how the switches work and what are the spanning tree protocols and the rapid spanning tree protocols and multiple VLANs spanning tree protocol, etc. and etc. So and also in the network access portion you have to study about how the virtual LANs are created on the switches. So basically this is all about the switching layer and all about the switches. Then you have the IP connectivity. In the IP connectivity, this is all about the routing. What are the different type of routing protocols, what is the dynamic routing, what is the static routing, and how are the dynamic routing protocols classified, what is the Dijkstra algorithm, Bellman-Ford algorithm, etc. and etc. And about the routers you have to study in this IP connectivity portion, that is of 25% weightage. Also I want to tell you about that in the network fundamentals you have to study about the IPv4 and IPv6 addressing. That is also very important. Then coming to the IP services, in the IP services portion, you have to study about the different protocols that help you in your daily IP life. Basically, DHCP protocol, SSH protocol, Telnet, these different types of protocol, FTP protocol, file transfer protocol, TFTP, triple file transfer protocol. What are the different type of protocols that help you in your internet world? So all this you have to study in the IP services chapter. Then you have the security fundamentals. All you know that security is all about encryption and all about making access control mechanisms. So in this portion you have to study about the different encryptions and different access control list formations, that are the standard access control list, the extended access control list, the MAC access control lists, etc. So how the traffic over the internet is controlled, or the security threats are mitigated, these all are you have to study in the security fundamental portion, that is of 15% weighted. Then finally, this is the totally new portion that has been introduced in the new CCNA. This is about automation and programmability. Because the new CCNA is still, you should bear in your mind that this is about routing and switching basically. So you have combined all the different 10 traits of CCNA, like CCNA wireless. You will be studying about wireless in the network fundamentals, and also in the network access about the SSID, service set architectures, what are these. So but this is another a big portion that has been introduced, and that is automation and programmability. What are the controller based networks, JSON, etc and etc. So these are the 6 major topics. These topics are further divided into subtopics, and this is a very large course basically. And in this course, if you study it properly, then it will be very beneficial for you, and you will get a very good idea of how does the networking work. So this is the weightage and this is the contents of our new CCNA. I hope that this video has made you clear in your mind about what is the new CCNA certification, and how is this certification different from the previous 10 certifications, and how to register yourself for the CCNA examination, and how you have to study about the different content, different topics related to your CCNA examination. So hope you find this video useful. So kindly subscribe my channel and share this video among your friends. Inshallah, we will be coming up with a detailed course of this new CCNA certification. This was our lecture number 1. Inshallah, in lecture number 2, I will be exploring the basic concepts of the network fundamentals, and inshallah, we will be posting complete course related to the CCNA. Till then, it's time to say goodbye. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.